The kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours, because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Welcome back. We are just a few seconds away from the second half kickoff the Deer Creek Antlers will receive. They have moved the football in the game tonight, but they have not put any points on the scoreboard. Choctaw scored on their opening drive, going 80 yards. And then putting up another touchdown, Latrell Ray with both scores for the Yellow Jackets, and it is 14-0. And we are underway here in the second half, and the Antlers are going to have pretty good field position and take over at the 33-yard line. Adamson takes the snap, hands it off to Wilson. Wilson running behind an offensive line, and he's got a big hole. It takes it out across the 45 to the 47, and the ball is out. Choctaw feels like they may have it. Would be a crushing blow for the Antlers in the first play of the second half to lose the football, but they're unpiling things, and it looks like everyone in the field expects it to stay with Deer Creek. So the ball stays with the Antlers after a big run from Deontay Wilson. Adamson, screen pass to Mason Smith. Smith is able to break some tackles. A big hit laid on Smith in the secondary by number 9, Easton Costa, Jr. is able to come up and lay the lick on the sophomore receiver, but not before he picks up another first down. Another long screen pass and an excellent play by the Antlers, who's picking up yardage in chunks to start the second half. First and 10 from the 25. Adamson to Wilson, and he is stopped by the man that Sam has been talking about all night. Marcus McGrew beat his man from the nose position, and McGrew tells Wilson, you're not going anywhere on this one. Big play for the Choctaw defense to send the Antlers back the other way after several chunk plays to start the second half. Adamson, screen game again. Miller on the receiving end. Miller makes the first man miss before he's brought down by Austin Hubert. And here's where the Choctaw defense has shined tonight. The Antlers have put the ball deep into Choctaw territory, Sam, but they have yet to come away with any points.
Yeah, Deer Creek's done a great job in the middle of the field, spreading the ball out, getting it to the edges, using those athletes to make some plays, and they've had a ton of success from the very beginning of that drive doing exactly that. Now we get into the red zone, it gets just a little more difficult. You have less space to deal with. The offense is bogged down all first half of this. You would hope that at halftime they made some adjustments. Fumble on the play on the quick pitch there. I want to say it's recovered by Deer Creek. But this is kind of how it's been all night long, you know, and when you have these misplays where you make mistakes, get a penalty or something like that happens, it really just takes all the momentum away as they really kind of charged down the field and really were looking pretty good here to begin the second half. Choctaw's absolutely won at the line of scrimmage tonight as far as their defensive line and the Deer Creek offensive line. Not by much, but they have won, which to me has been the biggest difference once you got inside the 20 down here. Field goal attempt here for Deer Creek. It's up. It's good. Nice. Big time. Deer Creek on the board, now 14-3 with 8:59 in the third.
The Antlers were going to take the chance again there to get stopped on fourth down. And that was an excellent kick. Straight through the uprights, 14-3. Choctaw will get it back. Sam, it looked to me like in the first half that really the way that Deer Creek was defending Choctaw, it was anything but just daring them. Wanted them to run the football. There's a three-man front without a whole lot of players in the box, usually a five-man box. And I thought Choctaw took advantage of that. They might change a little bit of philosophy when it gets into the red zone or close down the field, but both teams have done a good job of bending but not breaking.
You know, no question, coming into this, it's really kind of the only way that Deer Creek can go about defending this Choctaw team. You can't line up in a four-man front, give Steele a light secondary where he's able to pick you apart a little bit. You know what he's capable of doing. He's done it year after year after year. He's a Division I prospect. He's got a cannon for an arm. He lit up 7-on-7 all summer long. Like, there's no reason to give him an easy shot at this. You go with the three-man front, you dare him to run the football, but Choctaw very much has done that. I said a little bit earlier today, I've had a chance to work with some of the offensive linemen here at Choctaw. They're very good. They're very well coached. They're great with their technique. They work well together and communicate well together, and their double teams, like they are very, I promise you, when they got into the locker room, they talked about it, and they are extremely pleased with the way that Deer Creek has approached them defensively. They've basically gotten what they want. They've stopped themselves, honestly, more than I feel like Deer Creek has. Onside kick. Did it go the full 10 yards? It did go the full 10 yards, and it looks like Deer Creek had it for about a hot second. And Choctaw came up with it. You got to love the onside attempt there, right? It's 14-3. You haven't had a ton of success in the red zone. Your offense has just shown some promise here in the beginning of the second half. Why not try to get the ball back? They disguised it to kick the onside kick. I mean, it was literally a perfect scenario. They did everything but get the thing. So I love the aggressiveness there from the Deer Creek sidelines to start off this second half here. Choctaw out in that weird receiver formation. I would love to know what they call this thing. Shotgun, 4 receivers to the right. Another sideline pass. Another good athletic play. About a 20-yard gain there by Choctaw. Yeah, I will say this. Between the two teams, I bet we've seen about anywhere from 16, I would say anywhere from 14 to 16 of those plays, which is an insane number considering we've only played a half of football. But each one of these teams just wants to throw it to the side and let the kid be athletic, and it's working. They've had a ton of success in the middle of the field doing those things. That play goes away in the red zone, and that's the thing that's really kind of stuck out for both offenses. Whoa, big-time block. Big-time hit. Is that what that was? There's a blindside block penalty? His head was across the bow. That looked like a legal shot to me. Will Smith from Choctaw, he's down after a huge, huge block. The blindside, that's a thing in high school now? Or across the board? High school? Yeah. I mean, it keeps guys safe. You know, I get that. But I didn't, I played 20 years ago. That looked like they picked it up. Okay, there we go. So no penalty on the play. Will Smith still down on the sidelines. Yeah, both of those guys got jarred quite a bit there. I think Will got the worst end of it, unfortunately. I want to say it's maybe a leg injury he's dealing with. He's off to the sidelines now. It's first down and 10. Choctaw moving the ball well. They'll be on their line of scrimmage is going to be on the 23-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 23. I would say the teeth of this Deer Creek defense is definitely there in that front 7. Bunch of physical kids, linebackers run down the hill. They do a great job hitting you. What Choctaw has done all night long is just spread them so thin across the board that they're just kind of picking and choosing the gaps to attack. They've had a ton of success doing that all day. Choctaw, once again, offensively doing more beating themselves than Deer Creek beating them. Handoff right up the gut. 15, Addison. First down run there, just a few yards. Chains are moving. Now here we go. Now Choctaw in the red zone. They've had some successful campaigns down here. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. We're also looking at the sidelines to talk to the coach. I would have hated this as an offensive lineman back in the day. I hate standing in my stance for too long. We're also still looking to the sidelines, waves them off. Ball is snapped, drops back. Throws it out to the left. Got a wide open receiver. Bad ball. It looks like the wind might have caught that a little bit. Incomplete pass. Haven't seen a ton of those. Steele is upset with himself more than anything. Missed opportunity there. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Choctaw going in with 7:57 to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. We should just leave that as the standard here for Choctaw. 4 receivers out to the left. Ball snapped. Handoff to the right side. Nice little hole. Addison sneaks through. He's moving, turning those feet. Nice 15-yard gain there in the run. Tough physical run. That kid doesn't look like he has a huge body by any means, Latrell Ray. But let me tell you something. That kid is tough. He's been a tough, hard-nosed running back all day long. Not scared to run between the tackles. A lot of promise there for the he's a senior, 5'8", 170 senior. Wassel takes it off to the left. He runs it in for a touchdown himself. Choctaw back on the board here in the third quarter. Big-time drive there. Big-time drive there. Great execution across the board. Offensive line blocked well. You know, it's been very difficult for us up here to kind of get an idea of what Choctaw is attempting to do offensively, but he's done an excellent job keeping Deer Creek on their heels, keeping them off balance all day long. You never know where that ball is going. You know, there's clearly a method to the madness here. I guess we're going to try to figure that out here in the second half, but he's been excellent. Oh, is this a fake or a botch snap? Did he get in? I think it was a botch snap there in the field goal. Choctaw picks it up, and I think they might have got into the pylon. Yep. All right, pass it over here to Mark.
Jack Smith picked up that low snap and rolled to his left. There was not many people out there on defense for the Antlers, and so it's a 2-point conversion. And you're right, Sam, Latrell Ray is listed at 6 feet, 170 pounds. And unlike me, he lies up instead of down. I don't think there's 170 pounds on that body, but he does run with authority. Big night for the Jackets. The game that I'm sure has been circled on their calendar. They were eliminated from the playoffs a year ago by Deer Creek in the first round. And a big, big opportunity for all of the teams in Class 6A Division II this year with the Bixby Spartans and the state's longest ever 11-man winning streak up to compete in Class 6A Division I. Choctaw set to kick it away to Deer Creek, 7:35 to go. Jackets kick into the wind. It was really a tough break for Deer Creek on the onside kick. It worked extremely well. They caught Choctaw retreating, and it's something they, I think, absolutely had to see on film. And the ball actually crossed the 10-yard line and backed up in the scrum for it, but there were 2 or 3 white jerseys, maybe more than that, in the vicinity of the ball, and only one blue jersey, and he was able to corral it and get it back for Choctaw to set them up with excellent field position. So I would say tonight's game has been pretty even in terms of yardage, but it's the Choctaw defense that have come up with timely stops. Choctaw offense has taken advantage of what the Deer Creek defense is giving them, and by virtue of that, it's a 19-point lead. Adamson hands it off to Wilson, and he is not finding much running room in the middle of that defense. And once again, Sam, you pointed out just how good that Marcus McGrew has been tonight. And I know you're partial to the guys on the offensive side of the ball, but there's no one that might be more important. It gets less love on the field than the nose guard. Adamson fakes the handoff. Going to have to make a couple men miss. That's R.J. Jackson in the backfield. And the Jackets, I think, are playing with a little bit more pep in their step right now. All of the fire that Deer Creek came out of the locker room with may have left them after the failed onside attempt and then the subsequent touchdown. I got to ask you, Sam, what as far as Wassel goes, committed to Akron and the MAC, Joe Moorhead liked Steele when he was at Oregon. What do you think about Steele in the Big 12?
You know, I've had this conversation with Steele. Big sack here for Choctaw. I mean, that's a 20-yard loss. The kid, 25, is – yeah, R.J. Jackson, 6'4", 220 senior. I don't know what this kid's plans are after high school, but he is a freak athlete, gets back there for a huge loss. And here comes Deer Creek with the punt. You know, as far as Steele to Akron, you know, I told him in person. We were working out at the gym. I just flat out told him, you know, keep your ears and eyes open for what happens this senior year. You never know who might come in and offer you late. In regards to Akron, the MAC, some of the benefits of it, he's going to get a great education there as far as the brand of football that he's playing. It's very conducive to quarterback success. I like that scheme offensively, and I could see why Steele has fell in love with the coaching staff and kind of what they do on offense there. You know, I think as far as his potential to be a Big 12 guy, I think he's accurate. I think he's athletic. I think he's big and tall and he's got big hands, and you know, he's all the things that you want to see in Division I prospect. I think that kid could play anywhere in the conference right now. When I look at him play now, do I think he could be in Stillwater as a quarterback? Absolutely. Do I think he could probably be in Norman as a quarterback? It's absolutely. I think he's, you know, I think he is what you're looking for here. You know, I would say that the difference between him and probably a top 5 guy might be the athleticism. You know, I think he's good enough on the high school level to be an asset in the run game. And the college level, I think it's more about perseverance, running around the pocket, saving your own ass or life type of thing. Excuse me. I think he's got the ability to do that at the next level. He's never going to run away from anybody in the D1 aspect. But, yeah, I think he could definitely be a Big 12 quarterback. The thing I love about him the most out here tonight would be the level of command that he has over the offense. Like, this is something that over the last couple of years he really has matured quite a bit. This is a different version of him today that I'm seeing versus what I saw 2 years ago. And obviously that's what it should be. But clearly they've done a great job with developing him here in Choctaw. Great job by this coaching staff.
Well, that certainly was an unbelievable play if it's going to stand. And that ball was in a pile, and it was taken away by number 1 for Deer Creek. That's Trey Miller, who moved in off-season from Alabama, is a 5-star prospect from Rivals. And you can see why he's got that designation. He's committed to Mac Brown in North Carolina, but he takes that ball away. You want to talk about a momentum stealer for Deer Creek. The Antlers score on an incredible fumble recovery and return. The extra point is good. We'll take a break here with 5:45 to go and reset things. 22-10 on an incredible play by Trey Miller from Deer Creek. You're watching the Squirtle Game of the Week.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through.
Welcome back. There is plenty of talent on display tonight here from both teams. Miller, one of those outstanding players with the big play for Deer Creek. And the Antlers have new life. The thing that impresses me so much about Steele, Sam, is that how effortless it is for him to throw the football. It just really throws it on point. He doesn't try to overthrow. He's got a great motion. There's a big play from Deer Creek on special teams to pin Choctaw deep in their own territory. And for the first time tonight, the Jackets have faced a little bit of adversity. Things kind of go according to plan for the most part. Antlers put a few more men in the box, and as a result, do a better job of containing Latrell Ray. He's still able to gain 5. Jackets may try to create a little bit of tempo here. Riding to side, and Ray gets it. It's a good decision from Wassel to hand it off to his speedy running back, and there goes Ray picking up some extra yards, powering forward to the 41-yard line. Wassel again hands off to Ray. The Antlers step up to stop him around the 43-yard line. Got to give some props to the Choctaw band. It was like a Broadway production. They had choreography, they had music. And they played longer than a Grateful Dead concert. Wassel pitches to Ray, and the Antlers bottle that up after a gain of a couple. So 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Deer Creek crowd is coming to life to try to support the Antlers, and we got a timeout for Choctaw. They'll think things over here on a 3rd down and 5 to go, 3:27 in the 3rd. It's the Jackets up 12 on the Antlers. We'll be back on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to Squirtle Game of the Week. Sam Mays, Mark Rogers here in Choctaw. Choctaw versus Deer Creek right now. Choctaw with the ball, 3rd down and about 5. Still Wassel drops back, scrambles out to his right, fires. Short catch, short pass to Ray as he's up the field, and that kid's got a little jitterbug in him, no question. Nice 15-yard gain there in that play. Wassel showing some discipline, some poise, looking down the field for the deep ball. Doesn't see it. Throws the outlet pass, moves the chains. He's grown up. There's no doubt about it. He's a good decision maker. I do want to make a note here. The wind up here on top of the concession stand on the visitor side is blowing pretty stiff, and I would assume that there's a bit of a tunnel action going down here on the field. You've seen them run the ball here, and they're getting ready to just a short passes and running the football as they move to the north. And I wonder if that is a conscious effort by this Choctaw staff to keep the ball out of the air for any length of time. The last time we saw him throw a deep ball that direction, the ball was completely blown up by the wind. Choctaw looking to go a little fast here. Wassel up to the line of scrimmage, giving the offensive line their order. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers out to the right, back to Wassel's left. Ball snapped. Hand off to the right. Here comes Ray again. And he'll be tackled for a loss of about a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Mark, this is my first time doing any sort of play-by-play duty. I know you could tell. I love the golf clap. I appreciate that. 2nd down and 11. 4 receivers out to the left, back to Wassel's left in the shotgun formation. Offensive line all in 2-point stances but the center. 3-man front from Deer Creek. Wow, big-time swim move right off the line of scrimmage by the nose guard here and Deer Creek. I don't have 67 on this sheet, but that was an excellent play by that young man. And UT beat his man right off the bat, used his hands, struck to the chest. Nice little swim move, comes over, sacks Wassel in the backfield, who looks like he's labored a little bit. Maybe took a little shot below the belt. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers out to the left, back to the left. Ball snapped, handoff right up the gut. There goes Ray with a quick little move. And it looks like Deer Creek is going to get off the field, 4th down and 15. And like they have all night long, Choctaw looks like they're going to stay in the field. Wassel clearly having an issue with this right leg as he grabs his hamstring. He's waving towards the sidelines here. All right, they're getting up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go with this thing. 4th and 15 from the Deer Creek 32. Wassel looking to the sideline for the play. There's been some communication issues from the Choctaw sideline really all game long. As Wassel looks like he's going to take a timeout. Yep, timeout taken. 33 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Both teams walking off to the sidelines. Yeah, I feel like all night long there's been some issue. Do they have headsets on? Does he have audio in his helmet? Yeah, I don't know if they're just not getting the signals or whatever, but I feel like there's been some frustration from Wassel all night long as he turns to the left to look at the sidelines with his hands up in the air like, tell me what to do at this point. He has a team lined up, and he's just waiting for a call. Something's going on with the communication there, and it's just not getting in quick enough. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time that this has gone down this way. Either he's hurried at the line of scrimmage or they had to call a timeout. No procedural penalties yet in the situation, but something to note as we move closer into the 4th quarter here in Choctaw. I'm going to pass it over.
For television, they'll give you an Emmy. For radio, they give you a Marconi. I don't know what they give you for streaming, but 2 men, 1 headset is it's been an experience tonight. Like I said, I don't know that I have done games from the stands many times, but I've never done a game from on top of the press box. And I thought you might get arrested for trespassing earlier tonight, Sam. 4th down. Wassel drops back, going to throw it deep, and oh my goodness, that was a late pass interference call, and oh, the Deer Creek sideline is up in arms. it looked like both players were battling for the football. It was great defense, and at the last minute, the Choctaw receiver almost made a one-handed catch. And a very late call from a trailing official. But it looks like the Jackets are going to get bailed out of a 4th down and 15. What a big play. Let's see what the officials have to say here. Looks like they're going to mark it backwards. So the pass interference penalty, let's see, I'm not sure this is going to result in a first down, Sam. The pass interference penalty will not be a first down. And then they will mark it back for the unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't think these teams like each other very much. Just an observation. All right, they move it to first down. So I'm not sure. In high school, I wasn't sure that it would give them the first down. No, 4th down. It's 4th down. Pass interference should – well, we'll see what we got here. Back and forth. Sam, why don't you have the headset on? It's first down. We're going with that. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets by virtue of the penalty. And then the dead ball personal foul. The Jackets have 4 more downs in which to work. Wassel, screen pass, caught, and nifty move along the sidelines. It's a gain of about 7 yards. Getting quite a few plays in here before the end of the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Ray. And Ray has certainly got his carries in tonight. And that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break here and return with the final 12 minutes of what should be a fantastic finish tonight in Choctaw. It's the Yellow Jackets 22, the Antlers 10 on the Scorler Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours, because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter underway. Choctaw has the football, third down and short from the Deer Creek 23-yard line. Wassel, Ray, stopped in the backfield. This will bring up a fourth down again. And the Antlers knew what was coming on that third down and short play. Jackets have the wind at their back and certainly within field goal range here. They're not going to go for the field goal. Tight formation. Wassel, stretch play. Ray's got blockers out in front. Oh, he's hit and drilled, but he gets the first down. But a big defensive play by the Antlers. We said Ray has taken some punishment tonight. He has run with authority and been a big difference maker for the Yellow Jackets offense. Handoff again to Ray, and Ray is stuffed. The Antlers are coming up with a few more plays of short gains or negative yardage on the defensive front. You just think that maybe the Yellow Jackets are kind of biding their time before Steele Wassel lobs one over the top. And with a 12-point lead in Antlers territory, Jackets are pretty content to let the clock run down here. Play clock is now under 10. Ray has it. And the Antlers get back there and get another stop. Like Maddox Candy, the linebacker who blitzed through there and puts the Jackets in a third down and long situation. Wassel gets away, and he's going to run for a touchdown. Wassel, he's hit inside the 5. It looked like he might get to the end zone, but he picks up the first down. And a smart play as Miller had the Choctaw receiver man coverage and ran to the center of the field. And there was just no one to defend on this side. And there's a penalty thrown around the 2, and I think this was going to go against Deer Creek. If you're going to pick up a personal foul, that's where you want to do it, on the 2-yard line, because instead of a 15-yard penalty, it's a 1-yard penalty. It's a great play by Wassel, knowing what the defense, what that was. No containment on this backside. Took advantage of that. Wassel, stretch play. Ray fights forward to the 1-yard line, but he stopped short. Would be huge for the Jackets to punch this one in here, already with a 2-score lead. And this will cost him 5 yards. Handoff goes to Ray, and the Choctaw offensive line pushing and fighting, and the clock continues to run for the Jackets, which have the benefit of the win at their back here, Sam. So while points do seem inevitable here for Choctaw, they are also accomplishing a little bit by taking some of the air out of the clock.
Yeah, I think what we talked about a little earlier as far as the win definitely played a factor here. We've already seen him take more shots down the field going south than we have in the last 2 quarters here of this ball game. False start here by Choctaw. You hate to see it. They've had some procedure penalties on the offense that have really come in some pretty terrible time. They're going to back up to about the 8-yard line here. You would assume that, like Mark said, points are going to come here somehow, some way, as Wassel and crew have been really good on the offensive end. Ray is probably the player that sticks out the most to me in this game, even though he's got a big-time quarterback. That kid has played his tail off today. I don't know how many carries he has, what his numbers look like, but he's got to be coming up on 100 yards, and they're using him like a straight-up workhorse, all 170 pounds of him between the tackles, on the edges, in the passing game. He's been a jack of all trades, and so far, in my opinion, the most valuable player of this Choctaw team tonight. He's really allowed them to do whatever they want to do offensively, and he's the real deal. A lot of credit to that kid. This offensive line also has been really good. They've just been good offensively across the board tonight. All right, was that not a false start? Unsportsmanlike conduct on Deer Creek. Now, the last time I covered a Deer Creek game, I saw a lot of this also late in the game. This was a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe, Putnam City North. There was some fourth quarter antics that got them in a little bit of trouble. They're a salty little team. I said that as we got started. I mean, those kids are tough and hard-nosed. They hit you. They're physical at the point of attack, and they play with an edge that some coaches don't necessarily allow. But they allow that in Deer Creek. All right, first down on the 1. Wassel takes it, holds it, takes it in for a touchdown. A little read option. He gets in the end zone and celebrates a little bit. These two teams do not like each other. And after this game, that's going to continue. There's no doubt about that. Big-time touchdown drive here in the fourth quarter for Choctaw. Scored 28-10. Extra point attempt getting ready to happen. Great crowd tonight here in Choctaw, by the way. The home crowd and the away crowd. Deer Creek traveled extremely well. And we have another flag. False start, maybe? I think offsides against the defense. All right, here we go. Ball is set. Here's a snap. Kick is up. And no good. Off the left upright. You gotta love high school football. Kicking is always a bit of an adventure, no doubt. So the score with 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, 28-10. Yellow Jackets lead. Choctaw really has been the aggressor for 4 quarters. There's been moments where Deer Creek has some success on offense and in defense throughout the game, but Choctaw has looked like the better team throughout this game. And really no disrespect to Deer Creek. I mean, Choctaw is a good football team. Deer Creek showed up. Like Mark said, they're 80 kids deep. They've got about 36 Palm Squad and cheerleaders down there also. They rolled up to Choctaw deep. If you're Deer Creek now, the only goal would be get on the field offensively. You got to go, got to score. You would assume that we're going to see some hurry-up offense here. Tempo. You know, the 2-minute mark is not nearly what it used to be as far as the focus on it. I feel like every single series is a 2-minute drill in the game of football today. But we are going to see Deer Creek have to move as fast as possible. I'll say the young man taking the snaps for them, Adamson, has really, throughout the course of 4 quarters, done a pretty decent job. Yeah, he's gained more confidence as the game has gone along. He's thrown the ball down the field several times. As a sophomore, you know, looking at his future, looks to be pretty bright there in Deer Creek as their population continues to grow. They're getting more athletes in each and every year. All right, we're ready for this kickoff. So kicker's walking it off. Once again, scored 28-10, Choctaw. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. And the kick is off. Not going to be any return here as Deer Creek will get the ball on their 20. What do we got going on here? I feel like I should give you the headset for this.
All right, the Antlers have it on the 20-yard line. The wind is picked up. It's got to be about 20 to 25 miles an hour out of the north. And so they will be facing into that and an 18-point deficit. Adamson takes the snap, got a wheel route, and nice catch. Mason Smith has been one of his favorite targets all night. And the crowd shows some appreciation for a nice pitch and catch of 11 yards. This definitely will affect the seeding of the playoffs, and so Choctaw with a win tonight would be the overwhelming favorite to be the district champ in the western half of 6A Division II. Adamson, has a seat. A big rush by R.J. Jackson to get Adamson. Never had a chance. R.J. Jackson has been a big presence on the offensive front. But, again, the Eastern District got a couple of teams this year that look like they will be potentially 1 and 2 seeds. That would be Stillwater and Muskogee. Muskogee behind Bird Ficklin. Oh, the ball's batted up in the air and intercepted. And that's R.J. Jackson. It doesn't matter. He could be in the backfield or he can be back waiting for a ball to pop up and go the other way. What a quarterback matchup it would be to see either Gage Gundy or Bird Ficklin go up against Steele Wassel in the playoffs. We've got an injured Choctaw player on the field, and it looks to be a cramp. And Sam, the Deer Creek student section, appears to be leaving the building. Can we get a shot of the students here? It looks like those guys are headed out. Sam can tell you it's a long drive back to Edmond. And the ski slopes have closed. Great spirit being displayed by both teams. At both fan bases here tonight. It's been just an absolute great night for high school football. And I think the Antlers have plenty more wins in front of them this season. So Choctaw looks to be about ready to put the finishing touches on this one, taking over 1st and goal from the 3. You want to talk about some players and players of the game for Choctaw. You got Marcus McGrew, the nose guard, who we talked a lot about tonight. You've got R.J. Jackson, who's been a force on the defensive side of the ball. You have Wassel. You also have Latrell Ray. Ray moving into the line and powering forward. He's going to be stopped just shy of the touchdown. And we're going to have another personal foul penalty. And we have a player down. Choctaw players were motioning to the sidelines for the coaches and training staff. And while they attend to that player, we hope he is okay. We'll take a break and return back here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day.
Injured Choctaw player was able to walk off the field under his own power. We had offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And we have now had a fumble, and Deer Creek has taken the football back, so it is a second fumble. Officials are still talking about this, but I think, yeah, Deer Creek football. 6:35 to go, but hold everything. If the Antlers are able to make up this 18-point deficit, they're going to need points in a hurry. We had a great one last week, not too far from here at Calsu Stadium, where McAllister was able to score 14 points in the final minute and 30 seconds. Adamson calls his own number, takes off down the middle of the field, and has a gain of 18 to the 30-yard line. Adamson is just dropped. Will Smith off the edge has a look over at the sidelines. .5:43 to go, 2nd and 15. Jackets going to bring 4. Adamson has a man in the flat. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Choctaw defense keeps the Antlers in front of them. Third down and 9 to go. Adamson rolling to his right, now back to his left, takes off over the middle of the field, and he's able to pick up a couple. It was under heavy rush from all parts of the field. Marcus McGrew perhaps responsible for bringing him down. And now 4th down and 8, and the Antlers going to have to go for this. Not a bad place to burn one of your 3 timeouts. Crucial play for the Antlers. We'll have it when we return here in the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience.
Welcome back. This might be the biggest play in this one. 4:34 to go. 4th down and 9 for Deer Creek. Adamson has a man. Great pitch, great catch underneath, and it's a 1st down. And again, that is Mason Smith, who's had a big night here. The big sophomore has hauled in quite a few from his classmate Adamson. And we have a timeout from Choctaw, and Choctaw is out of timeouts. Let's take a look at some of the other scores tonight from around the state. Class 6A Division I, another huge win tonight for Bixby. They are hammering Enid 77-14. Owasso has a 20-10 lead on Edmond North in the 4th quarter. Goodwin and Jinx 24-21. Norman North trying to defeat the Trojans for only the 2nd time in history. Moore 70, Southmore 28 in the 4th quarter. Edmond Memorial, in a game that is now final, has defeated UConn 31-15. Broken Arrow has a lead on Westmore 31-3. Go down here into the Division II of Class 6A. Not many games that were close tonight. Ponca City, Scott Harmon with a big win for the Wildcats, 37-7 over Putnam City North. Booker T. Washington, 47-0 over Tahlequah. Lawton over Northwest Classen. Stillwater over Sand Springs. Bartlesville over Putnam West. Muskogee over U.S. Grant. And PC over Capitol Hill. Adamson, straight drop back. Looking deep for Miller, and it's incomplete. Miller was behind the defense. A good throw. Miller is unable to run underneath. Sam, have you ever heard my idea of how to classify teams in the state? Based on how many tubas you have in the band. Choctaw is clearly a 6A school with all those tubas. No tubas in your band, you can play 8-man. There's a nice catch again from Smith. It's been a big offensive target tonight. Adamson underneath fires another completion, and that'll be good for the first down. That pass is completed to number 16, Berkeley Dalton, excuse me. Having a hard time with the play clock. Official's going to need to ice that wing tonight. Adamson rolling left. Has a man caught. Out of bounds. Clock will stop. Adamson throws, and I think we're going to have a holding or potentially a pass interference on the defense. Antlers pick up another first down, trying to hang in this contest. Adamson underneath, has his man. Once again, it is Dalton. Adamson rolling to his left. He's been really good either way tonight. Trying to escape the defense and just throws it away. Choctaw wanting grounding. Did a good job to throw that ball away and maintain the second down and, or excuse me, 3rd and 2 here, instead of 3rd and about 15. And let's see what we have here. Going to be illegal procedure, I believe, against the Deer Creek offense. That takes him out of 3rd and 2 and moves it back to 3rd and 7. Adamson throws a deep pass and caught at the 10. Looks like it's going to be short of the first down. Let's see here. Fourth down and 2 to go. Like Choctaw jumps off sides. That's going to give the first down to the Antlers. Adamson hands off to Wilson, and Wilson is stopped at the 2.5. The Antlers don't have much time to waste here. The clock is running under the 3-minute mark. Adamson across the middle, touchdown. Ooh, that could be a little extra. Thought that might get a penalty there, but did not. 28-16, 2:28 to go. Don't think you need the 2-point conversion here, but let's see what they decide to do. I think they're going to go for it. Extra point makes it a 2-possession game. 2-point conversion does the same. A failed 2-point conversion, and then it's 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown and a field goal. Adamson is going to be stopped. So at least the Antlers know here what they have to do if they want to try to win the game. It's going to be 2 touchdowns. Sam, what do you think tonight overall?
Well, you got to like the fortitude there from Deer Creek to come marching down the field here in the fourth quarter. You know, when you're a coach and you're in this situation, obviously this is going to be a tough one for them to win. Still 2:26 left to go on the clock, and there's been stranger things that have happened in the game of football, no doubt. But you want to see your team show up and come out of halftime with a little fight. I thought Deer Creek did that. They showed it again here in the fourth quarter. Nice long touchdown drive. You know, Adamson that's a pretty good quarterback. You know, for a sophomore, he's got an absolute pistol for an arm. He can throw the ball down the field, no question. Accurate in his short and mid-range passes. I think he's got some work to do in that deep ball, but he's got a couple of years to do it. Pretty impressive performance there of him late. I think that you've got a couple of good football teams here, no doubt. 2 conflicting styles. You know, I think that Choctaw probably just a little bit better as far as the high end is concerned. I think the score reflects that. They got a ton of speed. They've got an excellent quarterback, a good running back, an excellent offensive line. Defensive line performed really well and was disruptive all night long. You know, Choctaw has the look of a team that's going to compete for a state championship or be in that category this year, make a nice deep playoff run, especially with being short. Last year, getting out in the first round by this Deer Creek team, this is kind of a redemption win for them. They can move past it into the remainder of the season. This is a good look for them. But, look, you can't count Deer Creek out. You know, I think that Choctaw got them a little bit early in this game, maybe got them out of their game plan. I would say the halftime adjustments here for Deer Creek were relatively effective. And, you know, you play this game again tomorrow. I'm not going to say that Choctaw wins it by this score 100%. I think you have to go out there and decide who's going to get it done again. I think these are relatively two evenly matched teams. But, yeah, pretty good game. I was pumped about this one coming into it, and they haven't disappointed by any means. Big-time physical matchup. Both teams hit you. Both teams ran downhill. That's the one consistent. Like, I'm not from Oklahoma. I'm a Northeastern Ohio kid, and I take a lot of pride in my football background. We play high school football in Northeastern Ohio. There's no question about it. But Oklahoma kids are built a little different. No matter what town you were in, small, big, whatever, those kids will hit you. These kids fly around the field, and they look for contact, and I thought you saw both teams do that today. I think both teams did respect for the name on the front of the jersey and the name on the back of the jersey. So big-time outing by these guys.
A couple of timeouts left for Deer Creek. And the handoff goes to Latrell Ray, and he stumbles, but he's going to have the first down. And here comes the timeout. Well, I haven't had it yet. You had to pick a player of the game tonight, Sam? Latrell Ray has been outstanding. Really has. Choctaw has several candidates that would be worthy. Mason Smith, the wide receiver for Deer Creek, has had a very good night offensively. Antlers get the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Antlers are content here not to use one of their 2 timeouts. I think they would on 3rd down if they can force that. But it's been a chippy game tonight, and I think if you're on this side here at Deer Creek, you might say, we'd love another shot at these guys at Choctaw. If you're at Choctaw, say, hey, look, this is payback. Payback from a year ago that ended our season. Latrell Ray has it again, and he is stopped, and that is basically 11 men trying to go tackle the running back. Penalty on the play. Deer Creek going to decline the penalty and take the result of the play, which is 3rd down. It's a smart thing to do. All right, the clock will run. It is now under a minute to go. 3rd down for Choctaw. They're in no hurry to snap it. Timeout for Deer Creek. Next week, most of the action will shift to Thursday night with fall break. Look at some other scores out there tonight. A little bit of an upset in Class 4A. The Weatherford Eagles knock off the Clinton Red Tornadoes tonight. Weatherford wins it 30-10 in the Tornado Bowl, which is a big accomplishment. Not many Weatherford wins in that venue throughout history. It was a good one tonight in Tuttle. Blanchard comes away with the win over the Tigers, 30-28. That game went back and forth all evening long. So some interesting results in Class 4A. Back to action here with 49 seconds to go. Wassel hands it to Latrell Ray, and he's going to be stopped. And Deer Creek will use its final timeout. The clock is still not stopped. I think this is the best way that Wade Stanley could use his timeouts if he wants to. I mean, if you want to start to talk a miracle here, you force Choctaw to have to give up the football here. You get a touchdown, an onside kick, and another touchdown, and we'll be talking about this game for 50 years. But at least you teach a lesson to your team that, hey, look, we're not leaving here without doing everything we can. Here's some other scores from Class 3A tonight. Muldrow defeats Seminole. It's the sixth win for the Bulldogs this season. North Rock Creek gets their second district win ever, 29-15 over Mount St. Mary's. Pauls Valley knocks off Sulphur tonight, 34-28. Big win for the Panthers. Metro Christian 35, McLeod 0. Big battle of the Ardmore suburbs. Plainview knocks off rival Lone Grove 42-21. Kingfisher defeats Manford 36-0. Heritage Hall over Douglas 41-0. Perkins Tryon 34, Anadarko 20. Bristow upsets the top-ranked Verdigris Cardinals 15-14. We had some teams that were projected to be district champions go down to defeat tonight. Choctaw will get the punt off. That ball is going to, we got a personal foul. Let's see here. We got a little flag thrown around Wassel and one of the Deer Creek players. I think somebody may be headed for the showers 35 seconds before the game ends. Offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties. Well, this becomes even more of a miracle at this point. 99.5 yards to go for Deer Creek, 35 seconds, down 12. Adamson is going to hand it off to Wilson, and Wilson goes forward to the 10. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow, check out Sam and I, a Game Day podcast, Game Day Live. We will be in Norman at the Down Hotel. You can even stop by if you would like, but make sure that you interact with us during the Oklahoma-Texas game. That should be plenty of fun. As always, great job by our Squirtle crew here tonight. And a good ball game. Choctaw looks like they may be the team to beat in Class 6A Division II, knocking off Deer Creek 28-16 tonight. So for my partner Sam Mays, I'm Mark Rogers. We will see you again for the next Squirtle game of the week.